In this video, I'm going to take you from an absolute beginner, somebody that does not know anything about building AI agents, to building your very first AI agent. What we will cover in this video: one, we are going to talk about the fundamentals of AI. I'm going to be brief as possible and try to keep or stick to the basics for absolute beginners so that you understand what I'm talking about. And then we are going to create a free account in Anything. It is an AI automation builder. And then, of course, we build our first AI agent. So let's get started. So first of all, what is an AI agent? An AI agent is a digital employee that is capable of thinking, making decisions, and performing tasks independently. This is a very common definition that I created myself. So first of all, it is a digital employee. In other words, it is not a physical person like you and I. It is a digital employee that is capable of thinking, making decisions, and performing tasks independently. So let's say you have a real employee, a physical employee in a company. Let's say a customer support agent. They are going to be, let's say if they receive inquiries from customers, they're going to be able to think about the questions that they've received and then make a decision and then perform tasks. For instance, if somebody asks, how much is the cost of your iPhone 17 Pro Max? They're going to think, so, okay, this is what the customer is asking about the price for this mobile phone. And then they're going to make decisions. Say, okay, I don't know the price for the mobile phones, but let me check our catalog. Or let me check our manual wherein we have our FAQ, our frequently asked questions and answers. So let me just check it. So it is capable of, they are capable of making these decisions. And then they are going to perform tasks. For instance, replying to the person like, hey, the price for our iPhone 17 Pro Max is this. So they are doing all of this independently. They don't need their boss to tell them what to do. They are doing it independently. So I'm not comparing an AI agent to an actual human, but in a very similar way, that is how AI agents work. They are a digital employee. They think and they make decisions and perform tasks independently. Why are we building AI agents? First of all, it is efficient and it is very, very much productive. So what I'm saying is, let's say you're a customer support agent, you have to be answering up to 50 questions from customers, right? 50 questions. And by the time you are answering 5, you are receiving more questions and you have to do other tasks because you have so many other tasks to complete. You can make mistakes. You can have slow replies. You can take a couple of hours or days to make sure that you reply to all of the customer inquiries. So that is taking more time and it is not going to make you productive. You're going to burn out. But an AI agent is very efficient. It can answer 50 questions in a few minutes. So that is going to increase productivity. It is going to save more time. It is cost savings and scalability. So cost savings. So if you are a business, you are scaling, of course, you're going to need more employees, and more employees means you're going to pay them more. So you are going to spend more, right? But with AI agents, you just need another AI agent that you're going to pay someone to build and probably a little bit of maintenance cost. So the upfront cost might be a little bit higher, but the recurring cost, the maintenance cost, is way cheaper than paying an actual employee to do the same task, and the AI is going to do it better and improve customer experience. Of course, if you have an AI agent that answers customer support questions, for instance, it is going to be answering them in a very short period of time as compared to an actual human. So an AI agent can answer, for instance, 100 questions in 5 minutes, while an actual human can take hours or days or probably weeks to answer all of those questions. So it is going to improve customer experience because customers like to be responded to very, very promptly. This is the last point. Why you need to learn AI agents now? There is no other better time to learn AI agent but now. First of all, it is predicted to be a $50 billion market by 2030. That is huge. Like, it is just 4 years because we are almost in 2026. We're in November of 2025. It is no longer a nice to have function in a business anymore. It is essential. You understand? So I talked about how the importance of building AI agents, it increases productivity, it improves customer experience, and so on and so forth. Businesses actually understands this. They know that they need AI. AI is very much important. They don't have time to be learning about how to build AI agents. In fact, some business owners don't even have time to reply to their emails. They hire an executive assistant for that. Do you think they have time to be learning how to build AI agents? Do you think they want to go into all of those technicalities? They don't have that time. So they need someone, they need an AI consultant who understands the space, who understands how to implement AI. So that is why you need to learn it, because it is a very, very big opportunity. And finally, the AI revolution is like the internet revolution in the early 2000s. So what am I saying? Let's say 30, 40 years ago, we didn't have online businesses. We were doing everything traditionally, starting from marketing. If we want to market our product or our businesses, maybe we use radio, TV, banners, flyers, word of mouth, and all of these things. So we did everything traditionally because there was no internet. There was no social media. There was no TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and all. So we did everything traditionally. And then the internet came, social media came, businesses start to change the way they do things, the way they sell, the way they market. They started using social media to market. They started selling online. People can be from the United States and purchase something from China. So everything changed. So the businesses that did not hesitate to follow the trend succeeded. And those that did not follow the trend failed. And that is the same stage we are in currently with AI. So AI is the new evolution. It is the new thing. It is, as I mentioned, it is no longer a nice to have. It is an essential part of business. So let's get started with creating our first AI agent with N8N, a platform called N8N. Basically, there are a couple of platforms you can use to build AI agents. You can use make.com, you can use Zapier, you can use Relevant AI. There are a couple of platforms you can use. But my favorite, which is the platform that I'm going to cover in this video today, is N8N. It is arguably the best platform to create AI agents, AI workflows, and automations in 2025, to say the least. So let's get started. So we are going to go to n8n.io, n8n.io. So we click Get Started. So we enter our details. Yeah, so I have entered all of my details, my full name, my company email. So you can just enter your email address and then you confirm it. And then you enter your password and your account name. You can put any name you like, right? And so you can sign up for their newsletter. That is to be receiving emails from N8N. It can be about their improvement and their updates and all. So you can decide to do it or not. So I have leave it like that. And verify if you're a human or not. Of course, you're a human. So yes, let's click Start Free 14-day trial. So it's asking me some questions. So what is the size of your company? So you can see only me for now. And what team are you on? This helps. So you can just say IT. And what best describes your company? So just say it's an automation agency. Which of these do you feel comfortable doing? So yeah, you don't have to choose anything here. Just click OK. And then where did you hear about N8N? You can see from YouTube. And you click Submit. So yes, it is asking us if you want to invite other team members to our workspace. Let's just keep it. And it says your workspace is ready. So you can click Start Automating. And then you click Start Automating. We have successfully created our free account with N8N, arguably the best platform in 2025 to create AI agent and automations and workflows. So this might be overwhelming, but it is very, very easy to understand. So don't bother too much. So basically, this is the dashboard. And I'm going to take you through how you are going to create your first AI agent, and then we are going to test it, right? It is very, very simple. Don't worry about it. So what you're going to do is you're going to create a workflow, right? So create workflow. And this canvas has been opened for you. So you're going to click this plus here, and then you search for AI agents, AI, and then you see AI agents, and then you click it. So you click out. So yes, this is your AI agent. All you need to do now is to give it a configuration, right? So you can save. Yeah, so the first thing, so AI agent has basically 3 categories of configuration. There is a chat model, there is a memory, and there is a tool. So what is the chat model? The chat model is the brain behind the AI agent. It is the model that is going to make it think. There are different types of chat models. There are different companies that create chat models. OpenAI is one that creates ChatGPT. So OpenAI is one company that creates. There is Anthropic that creates Claude. There is Google that creates Gemini. So all of these are chat models. They are called LLMs, large language models. So that is the first thing. a chat model. And then second is the memory. This memory is what makes the agent remembers our last conversation. So if we're talking to our agent, if you don't give it the memory, and then I say hi, Alhaji Sise, and then later I send hi, it is not going to remember what we've talked. Maybe it is going to ask for my name again because there is no memory. It cannot remember things. And then finally, it is a tool. So what makes an AI agent powerful is because it can be connected to tools. For instance, it can be connected to your Gmail, wherein it reads your emails, and it can also send emails. You can connect it to your calendar, wherein it reads your calendar and it can create calendar events for you. So that makes an AI agent very, very powerful. So let's just go through the configuration quickly. So let's click this plus icon for chat model and then connect it to a chat model. So there are different options. We have Anthropic chat model, Azure, whatever, a couple of them, right? So what we can do, let's just use OpenAI chat model because that is what I use most of the time. And then click OpenAI chat model. So the first thing that you're going to do is to create a credential. So you see there, it says create new credential. So what we are going to do for now, for the purpose of this video, N8N gives you free OpenAI credits to use if you are a beginner and you want to get started. So you don't have to go through the hassle of creating an account with OpenAI and then buy some credits and all. So you're going to be able to claim it. So you can see here, claim credit. So let's just click claim credit. So we have been given 100 free credits by N8N to be able to use it for our AI agent, right? So in later videos, I'm going to show you how, because this free credit is going to be finished, is going to be used up, but I'm going to show you how you can be able to create your own OpenAI account. Yeah, I mean the developer account. It is very, very simple. And then you can be able to purchase credit for yourself. So let's just use this free credit for now. And then there is a list of models. So, OpenAI has a couple of models. They have ChatGPT 3.5, 4, now we have 5. And then each of these has a couple of sub-node models under them. So you see we have 4.1, we have 4.1 nano, we have 4 mini. So for this free credit, I think only these three are available to you: 4.1, 4.1 nano, and 4 mini. But if you're actually creating your own account and then buying credit, you can have access to all of the ChatGPT models or the OpenAI models, whether it is 5.1, whether it is 3.5, all of them you will have access to it. But for this free credit, you only have access to these three. Yeah, so let us just use 4.1. It is quite smart. It is a very smart model. So this is the OpenAI chat model we've just added. And let's click out. So we've done the first configuration by adding a chat model. And then the second is the memory. So let's just click the plus icon again. And then there are a couple of options, but let's just use simple memory. So we've just simple memory. And then there is one thing that we can configure here. It says the context window length is 5. What this means is the AI agents can remember up to 5 messages that they've discussed. So if, for instance, I say, hi, how are you? And then the AI agent replies, and then I send another message. So the AI agent is going to remember up to 5 messages. That is it. If we can increase it to, for instance, 10 if you want. So you see 10. We can reduce it to 2. It all depends on the use cases, on what you want to use it for, or how many messages do you want the AI to remember. So let's just leave it at 5. Yeah. So we've connected our simple memory, and then we can connect tool, but for now let's just leave it, and we are going to add it. Let me just try to test this first. So let's just click open chat and test it. So let's just test it. So we say hi. So it has replied, hello, how can I assist? So let me just say, write me a joke about OpenAI. Oh, sorry, write me a joke about AI agents. So it says here, sure, here's a joke about AI agents. Why did the AI agents go to therapy? Because it has too many unresolved queries, whatever. So this is just a basic test, a simple test, so that you understand how AI agents work. So if you can see, whenever I send a message like hi, and the AI agent is running, you see it is turning, and then it shows check mark. So if it shows this blue tick, it means it has run successfully, right? So now let us test it for real case scenario. Let us just connect it to a tool, right? Let me close this. So let's connect it to a tool. Let's connect it to our Gmail, right? So that it can be able to send us email. And so we click the plus icon as we did with the memory and the chat model. So we click tool, and then we start Gmail, and then Gmail has appeared, and then we click Gmail. So you click select credential, and then you don't have any credential. If you've created a credential with Google before or with Gmail before, you can see it here, but because this is your first time, so you are going to create new credential, and then you click it, and then make sure it is on auth 2 recommended, and then you can just click sign in with Google here, and then you click it. So as simple as drinking water, you just click this, your actual Gmail, and then make sure you select, you check all of the boxes, and then you click continue. And then as simple as drinking water, your credential has been created and your Google Gmail has been connected. As simple as drinking water. So now it is time for us to configure this area. It is very, very simple. Forget about, don't be overwhelmed by it. So the first thing, we've connected our credential, so we can leave everything as it is. What we are going to change is, so let me just go over this a little bit. So for the operation, it is send currently. That is, we want this particular Gmail or this AI agent to send Gmail messages. We can change it to whatever we want. We can use it to delete messages from our Gmail, or we can use it to get messages from our Gmail, or to mark way to reply, whatever we want. But for this tutorial, let us just leave it at send. So our operation is going to be send, to send messages to people, whatever. So the tool, who are we going to send these emails to? So you're not going to put a particular email. For instance, if I say one of my email, or whatever, if you put a particular email, it is not going to be all right, because it means whenever you ask the agents to send an email, it is only going to send to this one particular email, which is not the ideal situation, right? So what you're going to do, by this right-hand corner, you can see this tool, which says, let the model define this parameter. In other words, if you are instructing the AI agents to send an email, the agent is going to be able to think of which email to send it to. So it is not fixed email, right? So you just click it. So it has been defined by the model. So you can do the same for the subject, and then the same for the message. So whatever you tell the AI agents to do is what it's going to do. But if you put a particular message here, whenever you ask the AI agents to send you an email, it is going to send that particular message, and that is not what you want. So you click this defined by the model, right? And yeah, so I think that is it for now. There is only one thing that we can do. So let me just show you something before I do it. So we've connected this. Let's save so that we keep progress, and we can edit the name of this workflow so that we both identify it. So let's say email agent. Email agent, yeah. So save and all. So what we are going to do is we are going to test the AI agent. So let's just test it. So what we're going to do, let's open chat, and then let's say send an email. So I've asked him send an email to alaji@gmail.com telling him how much you appreciate his YouTube tutorial on AI agent. Let's just click send. Yeah, so it says the email expressing appreciation for the YouTube tutorial on AI agent has been sent to alaji, whatever is it. So let us verify if it has actually sent it. So this is my email. So let me just go to Gmail. So it sends the email. Look at it. So if you open it, it says appreciation for your YouTube tutorial on AI agents. That is the subject. Hi Alaji, I just wanted to reach out and let you know how much I appreciate your YouTube tutorial on AI agents. Your clear explanation and practical examples made the topic much easier to understand. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and helping so much people learn about AI agents. Best regards, your name. So 2 things here. So 1, it says best regards, your name, and then it says the email was sent automatically with anything. We don't want that. It is not professional. We want our name to actually be here in this place where it says your name. For instance, my name is Wonder. I want it to say Wonder, right? And then I don't want this that says the email was sent automatically with N8. I don't want it. So let's just fix that real quick. Right? So let's go again to the workflow. So for this first one, this that says the email was automatically sent with this, let's remove it. So how we are going to remove it? So this is the Gmail node that actually sends the email. So let's click it. Double click, I mean. So as we've double clicked it, let's go to add options at the bottom here, add options, and then we click it. And then there is something that says append N8N attribution. So we click it and then turn it off. So we click and turn it off, right? So let's just turn it off. And then so if we test to send it again, if we test to send the same email, let me just copy the message and let me refresh this chat. Everything has been deleted. Let me just send the message again. And then, hey, let me just see. So it has sent the email again. Let me check. So it has sent it again. Let me just open it. So you see now this is the first email that says the email was sent by N8N. Now this new email, it doesn't have it. The N8N attribution has been removed. So now what we are going to remove now is this your name. Instead of it, we want to put our actual name, which is Wonder, right? So let's just go again to the workflow and then try to fix it. So this is the AI agent. Let's just open the AI agent. And then what we are going to do is we are going to give it a system instruction. So in other words, we want to briefly tell it what it should do. So we are going to click add options or add option and then click it. And then there is a system message. So define how the agent should act, right? And then we click system message. So this is the system message. Let's just so currently it says you're a helpful assistant. So let's just make it brief. So I want to say you are an email agent. Email agent for Alhaji Wonder CC. Always sign off with Wonder. So let's just leave it as brief as it is so that we tell it what it should be doing, right? And then let's click out and let's save it and let's test it again, right? So let's just do the same thing and test. Let me just copy the same email, refresh, and then send it. So yes, it says the email has been sent. So let me just check if the problem was fixed, right? Let me just test it. So let me just refresh. Let me just refresh it to see the new email that has been sent. Yeah, so this is the email. So as you can see, it no longer says your name. It actually says best regards, Wonder. So of course, this is not properly formatted. We can be able to format it properly with our settings, but I don't want to go too deeply and overwhelm you with a lot of things because this is just a beginner's tutorial. So let's just leave it like that. I'm just trying to show you some of the possibilities and yeah, of what you can build with AI agents. So basically, this is a very basic AI agent for beginners. There are a lot of opportunities. There are a lot of things that you can do with this. This is just some basic example of it, right? So I hope you understand a bit about AI agents. You are no longer a complete novice. You can be able to, you understand what is AI agents, what are some of the use cases, how much of an opportunity it is in this era, and how to actually create a free account with N8N and build your first AI agent. I'm going to be creating videos like this. This is my first video on YouTube on AI agents. Please comment on what you think you want to see more, like what video you want me to make a tutorial on. I'm going to be making videos like this. Stay with me. This is the very start of my YouTube journey with AI and AI agents and AI workflows and automations. Thank you. Please subscribe, like this video and share it with friends. Thank you very much. Bye.